This is a story about two friends, Alex and Ravi. Alex had everything, or so it seemed. A successful career, a spacious apartment in the city, the latest gadgets, and a busy social life. Yet, despite all this, he often felt tired, stressed, and restless. He worried about deadlines, bills, and whether he was doing enough to keep up with the world around him. One evening, Alex sat alone in his apartment, scrolling through social media. His friends were posting pictures of vacations, parties, and new purchases. He had nothing to post. He felt empty, even though he had everything. His luxurious apartment felt cold and silent, and the ticking of the clock seemed louder than ever. He realized that despite his wealth and accomplishments, joy felt distant, and peace felt impossible. Ravi, on the other hand, lived simply. He had a modest apartment, a steady job, and a small circle of friends. Yet he was always cheerful, calm, and healthy. He spent his mornings jogging in the park, cooking his own meals, and finding joy in the little things, like the smell of fresh coffee or the laughter of a stranger on the street. The next day, Alex called Ravi and invited him for coffee. Over steaming cups in a quiet cafe, Alex sighed deeply. "I have so much, Ravi, but I feel empty. I sleep late worrying, I wake up tired, and even when I buy something new or achieve something big, the happiness disappears almost instantly. How are you always so happy and at peace?" Ravi smiled softly. "I don't have much, true, but I take care of myself. I focus on what matters, my health, my friends, and the small joys in life. I don't carry the weight of unnecessary things or worries." Alex frowned. "But you don't have what I have. Your apartment isn't fancy, your gadgets aren't new, your job isn't high-paying. Doesn't that worry you?" Ravi laughed gently. "Exactly. I don't need all that. The sun wakes me. My neighborhood is full of life. I eat what nourishes me. I rest when I'm tired. I own only what I need, and nothing owns me. That's why I can be happy every day." Alex thought about this long after their coffee ended. He remembered the lonely night in his apartment, the anxiety he carried despite his success, and the emptiness behind all his achievements. For the first time, he realized that he had been so focused on acquiring more that he had forgotten to live, to breathe, and to enjoy the simple moments around him. The next morning, Alex made small changes. He went for a walk instead of scrolling his phone, cooked a simple meal instead of ordering takeout, and called a friend he hadn't spoken to in months. He didn't quit his job or get rid of his gadgets, but he started letting go of unnecessary worries and distractions. Slowly, Alex felt lighter, calmer, and more alive. He discovered that real happiness was not in having more, but in needing less, appreciating the present, and taking care of himself. Happiness is not about how much you have. It's about how much you allow yourself to enjoy. How little you let unnecessary worries weigh you down, and how present you are in each moment. Be present, be simple, be happy.